Hey guys, welcome back to We Watch Movie. I am Mike, and we have a new Halloween video game update. There was a Halloween video game update yesterday that I'll put at the end of this video, but they didn't tell us that the next day they'd be releasing the trailer and everything, so that's information that would have been useful yesterday. But as you guys know, I went to the Blink-182 concert, if you watched that video, in Detroit yesterday, so my brain's a little frazzled right now. I'm literally having a stroke as I speak, so I don't know how good this is going to be. I'm having a panic attack right now. Chocolate Daddy sold 15,000 units. Proud of every one of those units. What movie is that from? Comment down below. So if you don't know, yesterday they announced that they're releasing 2 video games based on the Halloween series, specifically based off of 1978 Halloween, that John Carpenter was going to be involved with who the hell knows what John Carpenter's going to be doing. He could be sitting in the corner eating a fucking Butterfinger. I don't know, but he's going to have some involvement in it, and Compass, Trankus, the Akkads, all involved in it. So this is legit all the way up down to the top. I'm head to toe legit is what this whole thing is with these 2 video games. Now, we said yesterday that we really hope that personally that at least one of the games is going to be a serious Alien Isolation type of Halloween campaign, solo, like, you know, story mode game that's not driven by multiplayer and asymmetrical. I love what they do Friday the 13th. Love what they do with Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is by the makers of the Evil Dead game. I love what they did with that. I just would love to see us do an old school kind of video game, a horror game, since we have so many of those, like Dead by Daylight and all those. So, that being said, when I saw this news today, when I saw the headline, I'm going to be full frontal male nudity honest with you guys, I was extremely disappointed just reading the headline. I was. But once I let that disappointment waft over me, like I'm sure my wife is used to having disappointment waft over her, once I got the exact idea of the video game I wanted out of my head and took a step back, I was like, this is actually really cool. What are we talking about here? We're talking about a side-scrolling 18-bit 90s-style arcade game with Michael Myers. It's going to be Retro Realms Halloween. It's what it's going to be called. It's going to be $24.99 to buy it. But wait! There's more, Dean. This is an exploding offer. On the other side of it, they're also making an Ash versus the Evil Dead based on the TV show from Starz video game as well. That's also going to be $20 fucking shitballs. It's also going to be $24.99. And when you buy them both, you get them for $50, obviously, but they are cross-playable in a weird sense, whatever that means. They're kind of gay. What I mean is that, they're bisexual. They're bisexual video games, and that's fine for everyone. I should have another cup of coffee. Math! There's a lot of pumpkin spice fucking that. So I don't know exactly what this means, so I'm just going to let them explain it word for word from the press release. It says that the games are going to let players traverse worlds and enter different realms to overcome challenges inspired by Halloween and Ash vs. Evil Dead. It says that players venture between 2 overlapping worlds with the ability to enter the nightmare-infested Dark Realm, sounds like Jay's ex-wife, at any time, which unlocks shortcuts, hidden pathways, and rewards for those brave enough to enter. Speaking of Jay, tomorrow, Wednesday, as of now, the plan is tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be in person doing a live stream where we can talk about all this stuff together, so make sure you guys tune into that, click subscribe and like and all that shit so they're ready to go. Like doesn't have anything to do with that. I just want you to do it. There's video here of watching Michael Myers kind of trot through the Evil Dead lands and vice versa, so I know that you can do that, but I think it goes beyond just being able to play as one or the other character in the other's world, because it also says the 2 Retro Realms titles, each sold separately, connect with each other to create an ever-expanding universe of popular characters that unlocks additional gameplay. So again, we don't know exactly what that means, but that brings up a solid question that I wanted to ask you guys about, because it got my juices a-flowing. I mean, I'm more moist than a Betty Crocker cupcake right now thinking about this, but with these rights and all this stuff going on, I mean, it gives me a huge meta boner. And thank you for noticing. What movie is that from? Comment down below. But also comment and tell me, if the rights to these movies were interchangeable in some way, how would you make an Evil Dead Halloween crossover in the movies or TV shows? Now, I'm not saying that this is what this means or anything like that, for sure. But if they did do that, how would you do it? Like, if you're the writer for that, what's your story? Because we all know Evil Dead's very open to that stuff like that. With the Necronomicon and things like that, you could very easily tie those together in a story-wise. How would you do? Comment below, because you're smarter than me, and I'm going to steal your ideas. What? Also, pre-order the entire thing for $99.99, and you get a Jamie Lee Curtis DLC, and you can get a Kelly Maxwell DLC, as well as a plush, all this other stuff as well. But here's what's fun. The game comes out on October 18th of this year, which is also exciting and good news because we'll be able to play it during this Halloween. It's going to be on PC, PS5, Switch, and Xbox, so I think that covers everything. I think it's going to be on all of it. It would be cool to actually play it as an arcade game, by the way. Let's get into watching the trailer and picking it apart here. So I love, first off, this Evil Dead Halloween like retro opening. A lot of work was put into this. I can't play the sound here, but they have the Halloween music over top of it. I mean, if you even think the Halloween theme song while recording a YouTube video, someone will come over and they will actually stick their finger in your butt. Zero lube. Not KY jelly, it's more like Midwestern jelly, you know? That means none. It's the flatlands. But I love this, and I think that this arcade system right here, showing it like that, is an idea of what they're saying of this central area where if you have both games, you'll be able to do your achievements and all that stuff. I think this is a kind of look at that maybe they give us like this retro feel of being in an arcade, which is a pretty dope thing. I like it a lot. And I'm assuming here Michael is slashing his way out of Smith's Grove as like a breakout point of the game. I don't know how much of a story this game's going to have, if at all, or if it's just going to be Michael walking through random points and you're just like, oh, hey, there's that. But here, this is obviously, at least it looks like, he's escaping Smith's Grove at this point. And I love these blood bursts here where their bodies just explode like that. But what the is that a trident? Did Michael Myers just throw a trident? Yeah. That escalated quickly. I guess he's killing the other inmates who are all wearing straitjackets, which seems a bit unfair. This looks like the outside of Smith's Grove here when he's escaping. I love the lady hanging dead out of the window over there. It's like, Mista! Mista!
No time.
Mista! No! Get me out of here!
I find some of the imagery here super weird for like the Halloween side of things. Like you got this Eye of Agamotto over here shooting its chlamydia eye juices at Michael. And this is the kind of thing that just feels like it fits way better on the Evil Dead side of things than it does on the Michael Myers side. But maybe that's a crossover thing that's going on there where they're interlapping in some way. I don't know. Did he just turn those inmates? Yep, he did. He just turned those inmates into candy corn, which is fucking hilarious. Phelps Garage is a crazy funny level to be able to play. I love that. What are those hobos doing on the ground though? Just like crawling around on the floor. Is that a prostitute? Not anymore. And then we get this amazing shot of Michael Myers here in front of the Myers home with jacked arcade Michael cleaning the literal bits off his knife. Get it? It's a pun because it's 16 bits. So moving on to the Evil Dead side of things here, see, I feel like this particular Contra shoot-'em-up style is just way more fitting for the Evil Dead universe. See, this over-the-top kind of stuff works for Evil Dead, but it feels kind of weird on the Halloween side of things, if I'm being honest, because especially since we're talking about the scaled-back 1978, bloodless, mostly bloodless Halloween film, the classic, driven by suspense story, to have these blood bursts and all this over-the-top stuff feels kind of strange. But then again, I mean, sometimes you just gotta shut the fuck up and dance. I love that you've got Come to Sweet Henrietta over here in front of the trailer park. That's awesome. Holy fuckle tits. Do you get to drive the car Cruising USA style? Because that would rock tits. And I love the background of this shot so much. That is such a badass Mortal Kombat, old school Doom. That's cool. So yeah, that's the trailer. I mean, is the arcade thing at all what we were thinking? Fuck no. But again, removing the exact thing I wanted and just going to non-entitlement town over here where I'm just like, hey, a Halloween arcade game would be fun as fuck to play, and we get to play it and we get to talk about it here on the channel when it comes out. So I've warmed up to it, and we've still got that other game to be announced. What will it be? God damn it, I hope it's a campaign type of first-person game. We'll find out what happens. Either way, this looks cool. How do you guys feel about it? Thanks for watching this video. We'll see you tomorrow night live in person at 8 p.m. Eastern. That's the tentative schedule right now. I'll let you guys know on our community posts, on our Twitter, on our Instagram, if anything changes for sure. So make sure you subscribe to all that shit. And again, click like on this video, or I swear to God, I'll come over your house and suck your dad's toe. We love your fucking faces. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and we'll see you soon.
Here comes that white-faced fucker, an asshole like no other. He's a big old piece of shit. Wants to stab your sister's tits cause he's a white-faced fucker. Loomis can't recover. Dr. Challenge drunk again, sleeping with your sister's friends.
Do you want to know about the darkness?
I said, God damn. God damn you, faggot!
Halloween never ends, suck my fucking dick, and I don't really care what Blumhouse fucking says. Put him in a box, or suck a fucking cock. You can say he's dead, but we all know he's not, yeah.